Yeah, so welcome back. Because, I mean, last time we were here, I basically said I'd probably look about moving the base over here. The only problem that I have got is I don't know where I am, so I don't really know how to get here. I could, to some degree, if I set up the waypoint for that. Ooh, that's completely not in the direction I was thinking it was going to be. So I've got to try and work out how the devil I'm going to get that way. Yeah. Obviously. Oh, we can't drive up there. Yeah, obviously, we are in this body of water, just in terms of getting here anyway. Like, we are surrounded by a little bit of a rivery, lakey thing. Oh, wrong way around. Whichever you want to call it. So, I don't think there's a way up the land here. Might be. Splat. Basically, I've got to look for a way round. It's not going to be too deadly. Okay. This might be okay. Ooh. Bit laggy. I'm wondering if... I really like to know what's going on. I'm wondering if I can actually come this way, or whether this water... It doesn't, it's just great big body. Okay, cool. So the next problem that we're going to have is obviously this rock face in front of us. For me, this rock face is something that basically covers a big chunk of the map. So finding a way through, finding a way up is problematic at best. It's also worth noting there's an awful lot of warehouses out this way. We're a long way away from anything. This is what I'm saying with all these cliff faces, because this is everywhere. Bear in mind that is to Mechanic Station numero uno, you know, the very first one that you come to. See what we will do as well, actually. Oh, can I only set one waypoint? I can't do like a waypoint for the crash ship and the Mechanic Station. I was looking to try and hope for a little bit of like triangulation, work out where I am. Oops, sorry, Chief. Work out where I am based on the two pickup points, but I guess that's not totally possible. Yeah, trying to find that station again is going to be... Oh, there's a red bot just there. Trying to find that plantation place again is going to be quite tricky, actually, because this is... I mean, it's not like it's the furthest out left kind of thing of the map, so... I imagine we're going to get a little bit lost, a little bit stuck. He has now picked us up, so he'll probably be chasing us. I'm going to try and get somewhere... a little bit safe. He's not going to follow us this far. Just so I can flick the waypoint. Yeah, there we go. So you can only have one on at a time. Damn, I thought you could always have two. Never mind. We don't seem an awfully long way away from it, though. Squish. Yay, landed. Little pipe bot. Ooh. Is this? Yes, this is... This is where I hunt the big red every time that I've needed to kill one. So I kind of know where I am, actually. We don't really need the Mechanic Station emblem thing. It's not quite in the right direction to where I need to go to base, but it's as good as there. There's a lot of trees around here that we were halfway through decimating. Here we go. Cool. So this will bring us back to base. Base will be here somewhere. Probably due to a raid at some point. No. Whee! Yes, yes, it is getting raided. Nice. Okay. Keep out of the way of that one. So what do we do? Because ideally I want to transport everything. Most of this stuff will probably hopefully fit into a container. If I get like a beacon, I can put a beacon down over to where the thing is and keep ferrying backwards and forwards. I should have had my helicopter, that would have made more sense, but that would have been a pain. So let's see if we can do a beacon. I just need a radio. Boom. So that gets a beacon. Then I can look at taking stuff away. What should we take away? Man, with the entire base. So I think we'll probably start with the base. Move the base out first. I know we were kind of just chilling here a little bit, but yeah. It makes sense to take all this. This took me a long time to do as well, because these are all triangles. Wedges, rather, so they're all individual kind of pieces. But I have a better idea, because I can just take this out. And that'll fall down. Well, it won't because of this, but you know what I'm saying. There we go. In theory, look at the size of that. Oh, crumbs, here we go. There we go. If I delete that, I haven't got the space for all the parts. Awesome. But basically that would have been really handy to just delete in mass. Yeah, we got loads of room. So if I punch everything in here, keep some food on me. Hey, there we go, all gone. I can literally do that to most of this stuff. It's the fastest way to bring the base down. So much easier. So then, if I jump in this, looking good for fuel, yeet back, if I could work out where we're going, then I can put down... then I can put down the beacon and some of the blockage. So at least we get started. It was kind of in a straight line-ish, wasn't it? So it's like here, but at, what would you say, like 1 o'clock? So like ever so slightly to that direction. Don't know. Oop. I think if I aim for packaging station 2, because I know that that's going to be down this road, it's just to the right of me. Come down here. Just sort of follow this road straight. We'll go past packaging station 2. And the place that we're looking for is going to be slightly off to the right. Is that another big red? Why is he there as well? There seems to be a lot of bots in places that I wouldn't have expected them to be. Bearing in mind we had to climb up a rock face as well. My only concern is now I'm going to go past it, so it'll actually be on my left rather than on the right. Ooh, held it. Once I've got a beacon set up, I know where I'm going. I'm going to start doing some runs. Yes, there we go. You see the towers? They're the 2 towers that we're aiming for. Hey, so it's not that bad actually. There's actually a really good couple of comments about building a base around here. and how to like best utilize a few things. And what was interesting was what people were saying in terms of painting the big red. So a couple of people were suggesting about if I paint big red, yeah, if I paint big reds, he's no longer going to be at the default bot colors, so it'll be acknowledged that he's on a different team. So basically the bots will start to attack him and he will attack them because they're, you know, obviously different teams. I just don't know. I know that's a thing in creative. Don't know if it's a thing in survival, but yeah, for sure it's going to be something we'll try. Something that was also said was building above the ponds. So using the grow boxes. That's a green container, isn't it? I don't die if I go into chemicals, do I? I do. Wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth it at all. I'm going to be dead and my bed's all the way back at base. Ooh. Stupid as stupid does. Yeah, so sorry. Something that people were saying was build above this pit with the grow boxes so that when the bots try to come to attack, what they'll end up doing is falling into the pit. Which I think is actually a pretty cool idea. And then there's a combination of my own thoughts and thinkings. Was if I was to have a wall inside this pit that is a little way away from the edge, so they fall down the edge still, and then there's like a wall, you know what, like here somewhere, for argument's sake. So that'd be your wall, right? All your farm is on the inside, place for the bots to fall down here, and then just have like a giant squish plate, whether that comes from above, whether it comes from down one of the edges or what. Unknown at the minute, I won't lie. Just wanted to highlight where we are and bring us out here. Let's put this down as the drippy watercolor because it's kind of a water plant. Secure that up for now with a little bit of metal. We don't have as much metal as I thought. Just adds a little something to it. Obviously it's not the be all and end all of it. And then yeah, have a look at what kind of something we're going to put down here. Because what I'm feeling here, I don't know if I'm going to hinge it at the bottom or the top. That'll be a drawbridge. Drawbridge comes down. Ooh. These rails are sort of interestingly designed, but they're not actually. It's just thinking it's almost like it's a right size for a wheel to run down. But looking at how the block sits, there's no center, so maybe not. I'm just going to go and grab the rest of my base. Try and bring it over here. Where'd I park the car? There. Next bit's going to be really, really dull and boring, so I'm just going to skip through it. And when we're back, hopefully, I will have all of the base here. So I'm just running the base back and forwards a little bit as I try to do stuff and work things out. And I keep hearing a lot of noise because I got a friend who's living kind of close. And so far, I've not aggroed him. That little guy just bounced off down there. But he's going to become very problematic very soon, I feel. I'm not sure I'm looking forward to it. So far, I've got a real rough sketch. I kind of want to keep storage and all this stuff this side. And if I can, I want to have this side. Obviously, I'm going to link these up to that somehow, probably using pipes just over the top, just so it is a round circuit. Having said that, I can just loop that around actually and just ping one across. But yeah, that's the intent. Whether or not it happens is a different story due to, like I say, friendly critters over there. So I will crack on. See where we get to, see what happens. keep you guys updated if anything changes. Hopefully, nothing will. It's a long old journey, backwards and forwards, and I've just got like the farm to bring across now, and yeah, just all the storage that's at the farm, which is gonna be a bit. The good news is that with the Fant mod, you can put stuff on a lift and delete it that you probably couldn't before. Also, not too sure what happens if that's connected into the circuit. Whether it will delete anything that gets made for it, but yeah. Keeps everything nice and snug. This is where it gets a little bit clunky because I got all these excess bits, so I'm not really sure what to do with them all. We got problems. He fell, luckily, he fell into the hole, and they do ragdoll. Oh, that's a problem. That's an even bigger problem. We didn't actually take anything out, or did he? No, he didn't. Okay, cool. So, yeah, they do fall, and he ragdolled a little bit, but... Don't know. Might have to put spikes or something, not spikes, what they called, cutting discs. Cutting bladey things on the outside of the hole or something, just to be a little bit of a deterrent. Not want anything to fall in. That might be kind of what we've got to do, where we're at. I don't know. I'm guessing that picked up some dirt from somewhere. Because I'm one out. Bridge there. I don't think I've got any more. Doesn't look like it. So, potential farm? Or, I mean, we can move all of that underneath here. Don't want to block the stairs, though. Don't want that, because that's going to be a trapdoor kind of... Not trapdoor, like a rampy thing. The intention. Do have 4 vacuum pumps, though. Okay. So he's just casually just going to walk down the stairs. What could possibly go wrong? Build on the 7th block. Ooh. Yeah. I'll keep everything else out, won't it? That shouldn't be a problem at all. And at the very least, if we can, put an entire line down here, just because if anything does fall in here, it's going to be little greenies, and obviously I'll be able to walk straight over the farm. Anything else, it might hop over this. I don't right know. You guys are getting it, the idea. There's going to be a nice little spot to kind of keep down on. I'm just going to run a few of these little chests here. This is basically for farming supplies though, so I kind of keep everything somewhat together. Did I not get the water pumps? No. Ooh, logic can go in here. That was a carrot. Oh, they're good. So yeah, that's all that. I might as well put the pump in there. Switches. Cool. And I'll even put all them chests in there. Nice. So one of the final things I'm going to have is all of the creations. It's going to be a little bit trickier than I thought it was going to be. Don't have any block on me, do I? No. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is welding them all together. This stuff is going to get stuck onto this stuff. Ideally, I want to lie it down. Will it lie? Yes, it will. Just to try and sort of balance the weight out a little bit. This is where it's going to be a little bit screwy. And I'm thirsty. We do got some drink. Basically, I'm going to have to weld all of this stuff together. Ooh, towbot heads. Not that I need towbot heads, but clear up the world. Make it a better place. There should be one more. No? Okay, don't know. Yeah, I'm going to have to weld everything together. So yeah, that's all that going to be welded together. And then because of the way that this truck pivots on the rear with the trailers, I'm trying to hope that I can get this in here. Will it fit? It will fit. It will fit. It will fit. It will fit. Boom. And then this is us, hopefully, if this thing has got the power to do so. It does, right. It doesn't. Cool. It's on the lift. Nice. So, look at the lag that we're experiencing here. This is going to be an extremely fun drive. But I'm going to go take this all back off to my base, and that is me completely and utterly moved. I will save you guys from the lag and not have you sit through this, because this is going to be horrendous. So this is the worst amount of fun I've had in this game so far. I'm stuck on a cliff, well, a little bit of a rock really, not necessarily a cliff, surrounded by bots, and the lag is terrible. I'm going to say high hopes for this game, you know, again with the if and when we get chapter 2, but I don't know. If you go to Axolot's website, they've got another like secret project on the go, which is kind of worrying with the fact that Scrap Mechanic is still in the state that it's in, but is it going to be another one of them where they decided chapter 2 was better off as a whole new rebuild? I don't know. And because of the amount of lag that I've got here, I'm going to say this bot is going to be able to smash my tire up before I'm able to do anything about it. But yeah, smart physics just isn't. Long and short of it. Smart physics just isn't. I don't mean to keep bashing this game. Yeah, I do. You know what? I do. I'll put my line in the sand and say I do mean to keep bashing this game because it's really difficult to hold out on hope for them to actually deliver something at this point. We've literally heard nothing for a very long time, and yeah. Either we're going to get an entire new game from Axolot that is just going to feel that Scrap Mechanic has been completely abandoned. Potentially, it might even be something off the Scrap Mechanic system. I guess there's a hope for that. Like, they've spent all this time working on an entire new engine or something, and it's just better all-round experience. I honestly don't know. I don't know what to think. It's getting tough. It's getting really tough. And it's also quite demoralizing. When you think the game is realistically only being kept alive, his eyes are being kept on the game by just a handful of people. And there's a lot of really small YouTubers out there that do post this game and the content, but again, just because of the nature of it and the way things are, it's really tricky to find somebody who's able to bring that little bit of extra something to it, because I mean, just look at how it runs for everybody. People that come up with some great elaborate things and have to face a lot of lag because of the way that the game is. So even if there's some great ideas out there, we're limited by the engine itself. It'd just be nice to hear something, but I just don't feel that anybody who is involved in the scrap mechanic development team really particularly cares about letting their community know anything with the state of this game. Maybe because it quite literally has been abandoned. That's the other side of the coin. I don't want to say anything on it because it's not actually being worked on. Maybe they are moving it all across. And I say that, by the way, I say that with potential hope because there's another game that I played. I'm getting shot by tape bots. There's another game that I play that originally came out as one thing, but then due to a change in the game engine that they were using and the abilities of that game engine, they completely and utterly abandoned the original game, but then re-released another game. Exactly the same principle. It literally was exactly the same thing, but with a lot better experience. A lot better experience. And it's enabled them on the newer game to develop better, to develop quicker, and it's an all-round much better experience. So there is a little bit of hope, I won't lie, there's a little tiny slither of hope that the reason that Scrap Mechanic is so dead and so quiet is because they're actually working on it in a different way, and they don't want to say anything because it is really hard to, I don't know what you want to say, promote. I don't know if promote's the word, but it's really hard to promote a game that you are effectively killing in order to bring out a new title, but the new title is exactly the game that you were playing before, but with a lot of the problems ironed out. Because how I mean, we don't get any communication anyway, but how would you turn around to the community and be like, yeah, Scrap Mechanic's dead, but don't worry, we're working on another game? Because it's going to feel really, it's not going to feel good. But also, don't get me wrong, that is me massively living with a tiny slither of false hope and absolutely no evidence that that's the case whatsoever with this game. My feeling of this game is that it's just not happening. And I'm gutted because when I first started to play this game, way back when, I was really enjoying it. It was new, it was great, it had so much potential and positivity, and that is all it was, really. Sad times, I guess. But we are finally here, if you can call it that, with all the vehicles loaded up, and I suppose what's kind of cool to some degree is the sentry bot could probably easily get put down again to carry on doing its rounds. My only problem that I have with that is I don't really want it to start picking fights with the big red. I just don't think that would be a very sensible and fun experience for anybody involved, because all he's going to do is irritate him, and well, an irritated big red is a big problem for us. So if we can reduce that, that would be great. Straight away the lag is reduced as soon as that's disconnected. That's wild. We'll just park that there for now. Boom. Hey! Alright. So these are our seed spots. Everything on Tweedy's farm. So we put all them down. Nope, not close enough. And then that one. Get a bing. And I guess I know that it's not exactly the most thrilling of episodes, but alas, when you tune into me, when do you get the thrilling episodes anyway? I think now that the move is done, for the most part, I think we're going to just chill here and work on the rest of it later on. But this is a new home. It's going to be interesting. Take it easy, guys. See you again next time. Bye for now. Bye, everybody.